Iborn, our second lesson according to the syllabus is information system. In our textbook it is mentioned as system development life cycle, but actually information should be the topic because system development life cycle come under information system. So anyway, here we have to consider what is a system. Actually, system is a collection of components or a subsystems to perform a specific task. In an information system, we can divide an information system into two as manual information system and computer-based information system. Here, in a manual system, all the operations are done manually. In a computer-based information system, to perform or to develop an information system, we use computers. This is the difference between these computer-based information system and the manual information system. When developing a computer-based information system, we use some methods. So one of the method of developing system is SDLC, that means system development life cycle. There are many methods used to develop a system. This is one of them. So under this SDLC or the system development life cycle, we develop a system using 6 steps. First one is identification of requirements. It means that we need to get to know the requirements to develop the system or needs. Second, deciding the solution. Third one, coding of solution. Fourth one, testing and debugging. Fifth one, development of the system. Sixth one, and the last one, maintenance of the system. Yes, under identification of requirements, we have to follow these 5 steps. That means we need some information to get to know the using the following steps. First one, observation. It means that we have to go to the place or the institute that they are going to develop the system, and we have to observe that place very clearly. Second one, interview. We make interview with the workers and the administration and so on, the people there. Questionnaire, and we produce define questionnaire and produce it to them and get the necessary information. Document sample collection. These are the documents that they have used. If it is a manual information system, everything is written in manually and in papers. So we collect these papers to get the necessary information. That is called as the document sample collection. Prototyping. Prototyping is we have some predefined or already made information system, and we show them this is the type of information system that we are going to build for you. If they are satisfied, they can get that prototype, or unless they can make any necessary get the necessary changes. Okay, then designing the solution. Under designing the solution, these things are required. Actually, under designing the solution, we define or we decide what are the equipments and the softwares that we are going to use when developing the system. So identification of software, it means that if we are going to use a language, that means computer language, what are the languages that we should use, and the interface of the system, how should be the interface, the buttons, whether you use some buttons or the colors and so on, we decide that. Identification of hardware. What are the hardware that we are going to use here? Are there any barcode readers, printers, scanners, so on? We have to decide that. Then identification of dependency of each subsystems. It means that when we develop the system, we have to consider whether all these systems depend each other. So I'll explain it later also. Planning of test, then we have to plan what is the method that we are going to use to test our information system, that means build up information system. So coding of solution, third one, it means that actually this is the time that we are going to code our system using a language like C, C Sharp, Java, so on. We can code this system. That is the third step, is coding of solution. Mean the actually this is the time that we are going to code, because earlier stage we decide what are the necessary hardware and the software. Now we write the codes. Third step is testing and debugging. After we wrote the or coded, actually there should be some mistakes and the errors. So we have to correct these errors. So correcting of errors in code is called debug. So here it should be done under these steps. First we have to do the unit testing. It means that unit testing means in each unit, that as example, if I have used in my computer based information system, now let's say if I create this system for a shop, I have to test whether billings part, that means when I use a barcode, whether it output a bill correctly. And another unit can be my using my system I can pay the salaries for the workers. So whether these two units correctly work, that is whether these units are correctly, each unit I test. And integrated testing is connecting these two systems. Now as example, if someone do the OT, that means overtimes, when the it produced the when making the salaries, automatically it make the working hours, that mean overtimes. This is what we call as dependency of each subsystems. And as another example is in a storage, there are some storage in shops. When reduced storage, it automatically mention this is the remaining store of the up to date. So these are the we call as integrated testing, the testing of the connecting some 2 or 3 units. System testing is when we connect and test all these units, it become whole the system. Finally we test the whole the system whether function correctly. And the last one is acceptance testing. Actually these first, second and third testing are done by the system analyst or the one who developed the system. But the fourth one, acceptance testing, is done by the user. That means the institute that they want to, who are the one who carry this information system, actually the users of this system. They check whether fulfill their needs this system. If it is okay, they accept the testing. That is what we call as acceptance testing. So development of testing, that means development of system, we can deployment of the system. Actually this should be the deployment of the system. In deploy we can do that in direct deployment. Actually this should be not the development, this should be deployment of the system. So this spelling should be correct as deployment of the system. So when I copy paste, the word has gone wrong, so this should be deployment of the system. Here direct deployment, that means actually deployment means the installation. The installation part I can directly install, that is what called as removing the old system, that means manual system, I directly install the new system. The parallel deployment is both systems are carry on some durations. Pilot deployment are testing deployment. That means whether this work properly, and if it is okay, the next part, that is called as pilot deployment. Phase deployment is each one, that means each unit installed, not the whole system, but some one or two unit is installed, that is called as phase deployment. Maintenance of the system. After we installed or deployed the system, there is another duty. Still we have to carry on with this system, perform the necessary or the requirements that the user need. So if there is any errors, still we have to correct them and we have to repair the any errors occur. If there are new user requirements must fulfill, that means if the user needs some far more advanced technology or the upgrade the system that we build, then we have to do that. That is we call as upgrading the system. Introduce the new technology. Yes, the technology is always change, so we have to introduce the new technology if there is. So these are the maintenance of the system. And in SDLC or the system development life cycle, there are some models. First one is actually there are 4 models as waterfall model, iterative incremental model, prototyping model, and spiral model. In here the questions are from only 2 waterfall model and iterative incremental model. Waterfall model, and the stages that we already consider about the waterfall model. So this in waterfall model, after ending one stage, the rest one is start. This is how the waterfall model. So the first stage should be completed to go to the next one. In waterfall model we can get the result finally. That means after completing the system only we can get the result. So there can be unexpected result in this waterfall model because we can get the result finally. But in iterative incremental model it is not just like that. We can develop the system seeing the final result. That means in this system we need not complete information to develop the system. In some little or the portion of information we can start to develop the system. In each incremental stage the system become larger. That means when we while we are developing the system we can get more information from that institute, then we add them to our information system. Like that the system become larger and larger. The system can be developed seeing the, yes, that is what we see always the result of this iterative incremental model. So there can be less errors because of this iterative incremental model. So when we consider these two systems, iterative waterfall model iterative incremental model is better than waterfall model, because final result we can get in waterfall model end of or the finally. The one who needs some information system to make quickly, or if it is hurry, we can use this iterative incremental model. This is the information system. Okay, I will upload some questions on this lesson. Before answering those questions, please go through this video several times, and also your textbook. Please do both these, and after that answer your paper that I will upload it very soon. Thank you.